Another convention is upon us, as LRH would say. It's the 10th annual FreeZone Convention. It's going to be one of the biggest conventions ever. We have 40, 60 people just from outside the U.S. coming, from Europe, Russia, and so forth, let alone all the people that usually come to the convention every year. And we always do see a lot of new faces. So it's the 10th annual anniversary, and so it's a special convention. We started out in Nevada, having the first convention in Nevada, and so this is 10th annual, so we're going to have it in Nevada again. You may ask, why conventions? Why do we do conventions? Well, when people leave the church, they leave behind their third dynamic, and so they're looking for a group usually. And so the convention provides that, provides a camaraderie, it provides a third dynamic situation. Also, if you go back to the beginning of a revolt that occurred in 1983 against the management of the church, people were holding meetings back then and getting together and having events. And we're just continuing the right to assemble and continuing the tradition. In any revolution, and all revolutions have dimensions, how big they are. In order for a revolution to win, it has to be bigger than the organization or whatever they're revolting against. And we have gotten bigger than that which we revolted against. There are more people outside the church doing Scientology Dianetics that are on organizational lines in the church Scientology right now. In the 80s, many people left, 30,000 or more people left within a few years, from 83 to 86. They tried to handle a church with policy, church policy and ethics, and even lawsuits, trying to get their church back. And there was some wars won and some lost. This left David Miscavige and his people thinking they won the war, when actually all they won was a broken church with fewer people in the course room, and they're still broken today. What the independents won is their independence. We're able to do Scientology Dianetics outside the church. It's totally legal. We've been doing it for over 30 years, some of us longer than that. If you look at the history of Dianetic Scientology, there's always been people that have left the organization and have done auditing Dianetics, the Dianeticists, the Scientologists outside the church, and that was all fine with LRH. He never went after him like David Miscavige did. But that was all to no use, because we're still here. In 2001, we had our first convention, and it was in Las Vegas, and it was a statement of freedom, a statement of, hey, we can gather, we can still have a third dynamic, we can still get together, and there's no movement within the convention or after 2001, as what I witnessed, to reform the church or get back to church. I don't want the church. Church is a Div 6 for me. It brings me in new people. So the whole purpose of the convention is to have a third dynamic and to see our old friends, and for those auditors who are practicing to network. In the 80s, 30 to, like I said, 30 to 40,000 people left the church. From 2001 to 2011, more than 60,000 people left the church, and they are still leaving today. And it was not because we did anything or I promoted people to leave. I have not pulled anybody out of the church personally. I mention this because it's a natural thing for an evolution to happen. It's a natural thing for revolts to happen, to get bigger and bigger, or they just dwindle away. We've gotten to a point where we are bigger outside the church. It is so we should meet and we should get together at least once a year. I'll talk further about this and maybe make some predictions about where this might be all leading, and I'd like to hear your predictions as well. So come to the convention, meet your old friends. Your presence is much needed and wanted. The 10th Annual FreeZone Convention will take place in Los Angeles, Nevada, as I mentioned, in December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 2011. The donation is $125, $150 at the door. There will be speakers. All speakers are not we're not paying them. It's all volunteer, on volunteer basis, as always. The place is at the Flamingo Hotel. Okay, I think I covered that. Reserve your room. Discount rates. That year, at that time of year, they're the lowest. That's why one of the reasons we moved it to that date. So you already have a discount rooms. It'll start with Friday night from 7 to 8. We will have a icebreaker, and there will be get-together meetings. Saturday, 9:30 to 5, there will be speakers, and Sunday there'll be workshops. Same time, 9:30 to 5. There'll be special meetings for CSs, and also, if you wanted to promote your group, there will be vendors, tables. You can have a vendor table for $250, and you can promote your group. You can set up a table and put anything you want, signs up, if you want people to join your group. We'll see you in Las Vegas, FreeZone Worldwide. If you want to send your pay early, send it to FreeZone Worldwide, P.O. Box 60567, Reno, Nevada, zip code 89506. You can call me at any time at 775-971-9419 if you have any questions. We hope to see you there. We are excited about this convention more than any other because of the volume of people that are going to be there. In any case, see you in Vegas, and good luck.